These are Hatch chili. Hatch chili is a unique pepper grown in the Hatch Valley of New Mexico. Now, some people may say that they have better tasting chili, but there's no chili in the world quite like this product of Hatch, New Mexico. On March 28, 2023, New Mexico became the first state in the nation to have its own official aroma. The governor passed a Senate bill making the smell of roasted green chilies the official aroma of New Mexico. Roasting chilies is done for really two main reasons. The first being flavor. Roasting adds that smoky note and a little bit of sweet profile to your peppers. The second being texture. Roasting softens the chili's flesh, making it easier to remove the skin for consumption, canning, or freezing. Most people aren't aware of this, but the heat from a pepper does not come from the seeds itself, but what's called the pith, or the vein-like string of meat running lengthwise on the interior of the pod. A white-colored pith is going to be a lot more mild in flavor, and as you start increasing in heat, you'll start noticing yellow streaks within that pith, and then eventually oranges and even to red coloring on that inside piece of meat. The darker it gets, the hotter the pepper. Some people have a steady enough hand to use the side of their knife and remove the skin from their peppers, lop off the stem, and remove any excess seeds. But I'm not one of those people, so this is how I do it. The ratio of roasted green chilies to fresh green chilies for this recipe is 3-to-1. For every 3 pounds of roasted chilies, I'm going to use 1 pound of fresh chilies. For this particular recipe, it makes 13 16-ounce jars, and I'm using 6 pounds of roasted peppers and 2 pounds of fresh peppers. Into a heavy bottom stock pot, we're going to add 12 cups of sugar, 1/4 cup of lime juice, 2.5 cups of apple cider vinegar, preferably one with an active mother. We're also going to need 1/3 cup of Worcestershire sauce, and let's not forget about our fresh chilies. Stir everything well to make sure your sugars have fully dissolved. Once that's happened, then we can add our puree of our Hatch chilies. Give everything a good thorough mix and combine it all thoroughly. We're going to continue to stir every now and again as we bring this mixture up to a boil. And what we're looking for is a boil that cannot be stirred down. Now it's time to mix in our pectin. We want to stir that till it's fully incorporated, and then we want to leave it undisturbed for exactly 3 minutes while boiling. After 3 minutes, we want to turn the heat completely off from our stovetop, and we're going to stir this mixture for exactly 5 minutes before canning and processing. Now, when it comes to canning, I'm going to give myself a 1/4 inch of headspace on each jar. And what headspace is the amount of air between the top of the jam and the top of the lid of our jar. Normally, at sea level, you would want to process your jars fully submerged under boiling water for a total of 5 minutes. But because I live at high altitude, I'm doing it for 10. An unopened jar of jam can last up to 12 months in your pantry, but the quality will likely start to degrade after this. Once you've opened it, your jam should be kept refrigerated and consumed within 2 to 3 weeks.